The 2-1 home is strike two swinging.
Hey, this pitcher better watch himself right here. The way this guy's swinging, he's got aggressive things on his mind.
A play at the plate. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely.
The center fielder.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. His past numbers with Steven Strasburg. He's got a 3-for-7 line. He's taken him deep once. Now the payoff pitch home. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. Sonnenstein aboard here at first with nobody out. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
That is third.
Now at the plate, Chris Bryant. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike three. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Strasburg on 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, I love the way this lineup's constructed. Talking to the manager before the game, he focused on the fact that they have a pass the baton mentality. Everything's flowing for this lineup. Chance to score a lot of runs.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. On his way to second is Eaton. And the Nationals get a man into scoring position. It's a leadoff double.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. A man at second with one down, and that'll bring up one of the fastest players in all the land, Trey Turner. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Not too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
3-1 to the National shortstop. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Eaton at second. Turner at first. One gone. 2-2.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk of the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and that'll bring up the power-hitting second baseman Brian Dozier. Ready on 1 and 2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Bases are loaded here, 1 man out. And obviously a big spot here with the bases loaded, so he'll step out to rethink things. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And a strike 3 called. My gracious, what a pitch with the bases loaded, and there are 2 away now.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Stepping in now, Matt Adams. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Still 1 and 2. From the stretch, the 1-2. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Zobrist racing back. Gone! It's a grand slam.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
Into the box now, Yan Gomes. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So they score 4 times on 2 hits, including the home run. No errors, and no one left. Second inning upcoming from our nation's capital. Well, there is some weather in the area here in D.C. as we begin the second, and for more on that, here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, it's pretty dry down here right now, but I am told there's rain in the forecast for later in the game. It's not entirely clear how severe it's going to get, but we could be facing a weather delay if the storm front passes over the ballpark. For now, let's hope for the best.
Yeah, Heidi, thanks. Safety of the players, of course, and players getting required rest at the end of the night becomes important. When you guys approached a game like this, did you know you were in for a long one?
No doubt, Matty. And there's rain on the horizon. You want to get depth. You want to score early as an offense, get some depth and some length out of your starting pitching, and hand it over to that fresh bullpen.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the 1st out.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this one, guys. That's 5 batters faced, 4 strikeouts. That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Fouled away. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side, and at the plate, Victor Robles. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Victor Robles becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. 1-2 to the Nationals pitcher.
I think he just subscribed to the swing hard in case you hit it philosophy of hitting. As a pitcher, why not? Better than standing up there like you've never held a bat before.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, these are just extra pitches that are just going to add to your pitch count. He's not trying to work around him, and no reason to, but sometimes you just lose the strike zone for no apparent reason.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Adam Eaton is on deck. He'll hit next. Hit on the ground out to short. Sonnenstein comes up with it. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Back to the top of the order now, and the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. 2 out, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, and that is off the wall in right field. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
The 1-2. He pulls this one into right. And that gets down as he can't get there in time. He'll come home with it. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher standpoint, viewer. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double, finds himself on second base.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Nationals 5 and the Cubs nothing. Leading off the inning, Darvish, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Therefore it is Dozier, and that's the first out.
Batting ninth, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And a big swing by Hayward, but this is on the ground to second. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies. And he'll pull into second with one away.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on one swing.
Hayward, the runner at second with one away. Misses, ball 2.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Now a ball hit hard toward first. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. And now it'll kick around in the corner. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it a 5-1 contest.
The batter.
So in now for Chicago, Ben Zobrist. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Zobrist with a 1-2 count now. A man at third with one away. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
That's his second strikeout of the game. I wouldn't be surprised if a coach finds him in the dugout and gives him a little talk about shortening up and putting the ball in play. Good things tend to happen when you do that in these kinds of conditions.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. We'll head now. Striding in once again, Anthony Rendon. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. That base hit was screaming off the bat, and our show track technology more than confirms it. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity of that line drive. Here's Brian Dozier now. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry. And if you don't have a good feel on that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
A runner at first with no outs here. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Rendon blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Madden.
So a runner at third here with one gone, and up next. Now the 2-1 pitch. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Zobrist going back on it. Still going back. Oh, my! It's gone! Santa Maria! So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, this goes to show you that nobody is immune from throwing a clunker from time to time. We all know he's a great talent on the mound, but right now they are just jumping all over him.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden, and he's going to signal to the bullpen. That'll be all for Yu Darvish. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. David Phelps is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
David Phelps.
Into the box, Yan Gomes. Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Gone! Back-to-back homers. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, and this is now a 7-run ball game. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
You know, D-Row looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone today, Dan. Let's see if this trend continues.
Standing in now, Victor Robles. 3 runs already home here. Swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back home runs.
Well, this is amazing right here. 3 home runs in a row. I've actually been a part of a similar situation, sandwiched in between Rafael Furcal and Gary Sheffield back in the early 2000s. What a moment. All the boys are going nuts. For 3 guys to do it, it's pretty special.
The 1-2. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Zobrist is there, 2 gone. In now is Adam Eaton. 4 runs here in this half inning.
Eaton.
A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. We're through 3 full here in game number 4. Washington leads this one 9-1. Digging in, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, Sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here. He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs, insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
Another try at 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Robles is on his horse. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Now in the box, Anthony Rizzo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 1 run, 2 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Oh, and he leaves that one right over the plate as this is sent high and deep out to right center field. And it is gone. A home run. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His first homer here in the series, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Stepping in now, Javier Baez pops this one up. Adams ranging into shallow right. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The left fielder, Nick Castellanos.
Ready for another chance. Nicholas Castellanos looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat. 2 runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Nationals 9 and the Cubs 2. Digging in once again, Juan Soto. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again.
And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Number 7, shortstop, Ray Turner.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
1-2 now. Pops this one up. Sonnenstein shading to his right. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The third baseman, number 6, Anthony Rendon.
Striding in, Anthony Rendon. His past batting line against David Phelps. He's just 2 for 9. The 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and Baez will put this one away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington, but they hold a 9-2 lead. David Bodie will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, David Bodie.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Hit hard back up the middle. A diving try, but it's through into the outfield. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Digging in and looking for more, Giovanni Sonnenstein. On its way is pitch number 75. 2-2 now. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Bodie leads off first with 1 away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
So coming to the plate, Ben Zobrist, and he's at risk of the old hat trick. 2 strikeouts on his line so far.
Yeah, and it seems like these hat tricks and golden sombreros are a lot more common than they were, say, 10, 15 years ago. Guys have stopped worried about striking out as much. It's really been an ideological shift in the game. That's a big topic of debate.
Yeah, guy's not going to worry about 3 strikeouts if he can add a game-winning hit to that line. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball. 2-1. Right side, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Here's Chris Bryant now.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Eaton is after it. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Xavier Cedeno gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Cedeno.
Now at the plate, Brian Dozier, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in a big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
And there's the signal now from the crew chief. As we expected, we will have a rain delay.
Begins to be dicey, Matt, if you're one of these managers right now. It looks like this could be delayed somewhere between 45 minutes to an hour. Do you leave your pitchers in? Most of the ballparks have areas down below where guys can ride the bike or get on the treadmill. But you start getting into that 45-minute to an hour delay, you're starting to really flirt with danger. I'll be interested to see what the managers do with these 2 pitchers.
Well, the rain is finally past us as we welcome you back. Paul Hamels enters the game after the delay, which lasted a little under an hour, but we're ready to go now. There to take it is Zobrist, and that's out number 1. And he'll get into third here on the flyout, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. Mr. Robles digging in now. He's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Hamels has made a name for himself as a very effective reliever in his career, but he really doesn't fit the bill as a prototypical bullpen arm. So many guys bringing huge strikeout numbers these days. He isn't one of them.
No, he's not, MLBThe, but what he does do, he does a great job of missing barrels of the bats. He changes speeds, moves the ball in, out, up, and down. Not overpowering, but he knows how to pitch.
Number 37.
And now for Washington, Steven Strasburg. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Count is 1-2 now. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Runners on first and third, 2 away. 3-2 now. Adam Eaton would be next. And he popped him up. Hayward coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Nats leave a pair, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Stepping in, Wilson Contreras. No hits to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Now here's the pitch. Chopper down the third baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And it's fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
And here's the thing from a pitcher's perspective. You look at this line and you think, wow, he's been sitting guys down all game long, and that's true. But on the flip side, his pitch count is up there. You have to wonder if he might be starting to get a little bit tired in this one.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. And he fouls this one off. Contreras stands at second with no outs. The 2-2 one more time. Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well to right field. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Baez. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. 3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Soto giving chase. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Now batting.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. The right-handed hitting Nicholas Castellanos will bat next. Popped him up. Rendon is there. And the inning is over. Digging in now, Adam Eaton. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
Smoke toward the hole. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-it-iveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play. Juan Soto to the plate now. In for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. One, 2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a read on it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 7.
Coming to the plate now. Trey Turner. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Weak grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Hamels is ready. We'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Anthony Rendon.
Digging in, Anthony Rendon. Previously against Cole Hamels, he's got 5 base hits in 24 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called. And that could wind up being a costly one as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is. Matt Grace is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 33, Matt Grace.
Stepping in, Paul Hamels. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2.
You see that so much, left on left matchup, that slider down in a way that you get a bad swing on it. There's so many few left-handed hitters that are willing to drive the ball up the middle the other way.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. And this one is gone.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Into the box, Giovanni Sonnenstein. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Standing in now, Ben Zobrist. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the runner scores all the way from first as they try and chip away at that deficit.
Never say never in this game, folks. It's late and the clock is ticking, but that RBI double might start making believers out of the entire dugout. We'll see if they can build on it and maybe get back into this thing.
But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Roenis Elias will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the seventh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Wilson Contreras will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it a 9-6 contest now. Standing in, Anthony Rizzo trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. This is pulled into right. Robles will get there, and he puts it away to... Coming to the plate now, Brian Dozier. He'll lead it off here against Cole Hamels. Fastball called strike, 1-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Hayward. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Up next for Washington,
Matt Adams will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. Full count now, 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Try to hold back, but he won't be able to as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Yan Gomes. He flew out in his last at-bat. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Wander Suero has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Wander Suero.
The 1-1 pitch.
First base and batting 9.
Base hit, line drive into the corner. He'll get it into second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
So striding in, Nicholas Castellanos. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. Kyle Schwarber will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, Kyle Schwarber.
Another 2-2. Line towards center field. Catch made out there in center field as the runner will tag from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. We take a look at our line score here in the 8th. A lot of offense. Already 6 home runs between these 2 teams, and we may not be done yet. Jonathan Lucroy is going to grab a bat now and hit for the pitcher Hamels.
Chicago. Number 25, Jonathan Lucroy.
Called strike, and that'll run it full. Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Eaton on the move. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And that'll score the run from third, and don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here.
Jason Hayward.
Now at the plate, Jason Hayward. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Eaton is there, makes the catch, and the side is... Kyle Schwarber will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field,
Pedro Strop is
12.
on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Now pitching for Chicago.
Striding in now for the Nats, Victor Robles. He homered back in the 3rd inning in this one. Popped him up. Rizzo is there for it. 1 out.
The batter.
So striding forward now, Gerardo Parra. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Schwarber, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Adam Eaton. His career line against Pedro Strop. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So he wins the full count battle and finds a way to extend the inning.
Sometimes you get lucky in this game. I don't think pitch recognition-wise he would choose to swing at that exact pitch. But you know what? Sometimes result is the only thing that matters.
In now, Juan Soto. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will get there to make the running play. And that will... And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, Giovanni Sonnenstein. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. Sean Doolittle takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Ball strike 2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the 9th.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off
now
base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. High in the air out to center field. Eaton is there, and there are 2 men gone now. Stepping up now, Chris Bryant. And their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Swing and a ground ball. This could do it. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it.
Hey, this game is close right here. But I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
41,888 fans up out of their chairs now in Washington. Just keeping him close. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. The win would be Steven Strasburg's here, barring any late turn of events. The Cubs are down to their final strike here, and he fouls this one off. Bryant leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Hit hard to third. Oh, and he misses it.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Count even at 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Now a pitch swung on and foul tipped right off the mask. It sounded like of the home plate umpire, and that cannot feel too good, I wouldn't imagine. And the Nationals will forge on. They're off to the NL Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet. Now they want some more.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hardworking crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been